Turning our attention now to Sydney racing. We've called on Brad Gray to go through the program for us. Brad, what have you found for us out of the Randwick meeting today?
Yeah, good morning, Aidan. The story this week is we had to move this meeting. It was originally slated down to Warwick Farm, but it's so hot out here at the moment that we've moved it to Randwick, where hopefully we can get a bit of the sea breeze. It's still going to be a warm day. We're going to be nice dealing with a nice firm track. All right, we'll start in the opening race for one of the bets for me. That's Hinch Feast. This is a horse for Bjorn Baker, a 2-year-old. But we saw him on debut. He ripped along at a really good clip and sustained that to win quite impressively. At his second start, I believe the we're going to check out here, he just took a sit and it didn't seem to suit him. He just lost that turn of acceleration between the 4 and the 2. He just couldn't quicken with the Quinella, but he was really coming again on the line. Today they're going to adopt those free rolling tactics again. I think we can certainly see him bounce back in a big way. He needs to pretty much win this race or at least finish second to guarantee a berth in the Magic Million. So nothing will be left to chance today, and I think it's going to be really hard to run down out to 1,200 metres at his third career start. I think he's very hard to beat race one, number 1.
Yeah, it looks like a competitive race too, Brady. Yeah, I did see the debut running. He was really good at Rose Hill that day as well. So yeah, it'd be good to see him rolling in front. What else have you found for us through the card?
Yeah, moving across to race 2, you'll notice there's a bit of a common theme with these. With Bjorn Baker for a lot of these horses, I'm hoping it's more of a Bjorn Waller today, and he has a stack of winners, but he's got a very strong team there at Randwick. Now, the next of those is Edison, race 2, number 9. Now, this horse profiles like he wants 1,400 metres. I think he finds a lovely race. Third up, as I say, out in trip, stays on the minimum, and Karen McAvoy rides. I think he's going to be able to settle a lot closer from barrier 4. His first up, he actually got beaten at Gosford at odds on, but don't read too much into that. Just turned into a bit of a sit sprint. He found a couple too sharp. Then last start, which we're watching here, this was a deep benchmark 74. Superior wins the race. We know he's got group quality, that horse, and you had horses like Splintex and Embracer filling the minors. So I think that'll be a deep form reference. As I say, hopefully he can settle a little bit closer. I just think there's a nice sense of timing about this horse. So keen to be with him in what looks a pretty winnable race. That's race 2, number 9, Edison.
I think he's got shares in both those two horses, Bjorn. So he's doing a good job, though, isn't he? Really flying the flag. And where's the most of the stable runners, at least, with the colours of Murray Baker as well?
Oh, 100%. Yep. So when the stable's on, it's certainly on. So hopefully it's one of those days.
Okay, let's move you on to the 4th here, and I think you found one for us in this race, Brad.
Yeah, I'm quite keen on the chances of this horse. He's not quite the best of the day, but I'll put him as the second best. Race 4, number 2, Fun Fact. It's a bit of a now or never for this 4-year-old. He's a horse that likes to get up on speed, not dissimilar to Hinch Beast. Obviously, he's got a bit more exposed form than that particular runner, but he's a 2,000-metre horse through and through, and we saw that last start where he improved really sharply at Rose Hill over this same trip. Now, originally he was going to go out to 2,100 metres at Warwick Farm, so a little query 2,000 metres, but I think that'll be negated by a really aggressive ride. I imagine it's pretty much handlebars down from the outset. They've drawn one, Nasharilla on. He's going to look like the winner at the 200-metre mark. Hopefully he can hold on. He'll have Vadian, an import for Gay Waterhouse and Adrian Bott, somewhere on his hammer, but I don't think he'll have the speed of Fun Fact. And as I say, this sets up perfectly for him. He'll have to turn the tables on Geese, if we see they're winning that particular race at the death, but Geese was 4th up. Fun Fact was only 3rd up, and now I think he's going to have no trouble turning the tables. So I think today's the day we can cash in on Fun Fact, race 4, number 2.
Okay, well, there's 3 for Bjorn. We're going to take you through to race 7, and what have you found? Another one? I see he's got Missy Beale in the race, who was a 6-length trial winner, but at $19, surely not going there.
No, we'll give Bjorn a bit of a break in race 7. Word for word for Chris Waller here. We are with Nash again, though. There's certainly worse wagons to hitch to than Nasharilla at the moment. He's flying. Word for word, it was a horror watch first up. If you did back it, which I did, I'm glad I can't see the replay here again because I don't want to put myself through the pain. But should have won, speared through late. You see only the last 50 metres or so she's clear, and I love the way she dives to the line. That was first up off a 7-month break, so she can only improve off that. We saw last campaign where she's measuring up against horses like Baccarat Baby, Eva ran second to Winning Ways there, who went on to win the Queensland Oaks and beat Pin-Up Miss in her maiden win. That suggests to me that she's a horse that's destined for much better things than benchmark 78s. We've lost the leader this morning, Call Me Royal. So I imagine that gives Nash the chance to just ride her like the best horse in the race, and we've seen her win from the front before. So take bad luck out of the equation today, and I think she'll be way too good for these. Race 7, number 4, the best of the day.
Well, interesting ownership of this horse. That's Terry Jarvis's colours, who we know well, going back into some really good horses. But Sir John Key, Prime Minister of New Zealand, ex-Prime Minister in the ownership as well. It's a really interesting mix. Good to see you really going with the Kiwi connections there, Brad. What's your best for the day?
Yeah, that's right. Well, word for word is my best today. Hopefully I can get on side with Sir John Key there.
Yeah, exactly. Well, appreciate your time this morning and giving us all the good oil out of Sydney. Best of luck for today. Have a good Christmas, and we'll check in with you for the next Punters Lounge Live. We're going to take a short break and get through our domestic racing out of Awapuni and Te Rapa when we return.